lady who has zoyed me. What are they called? This? Hostess. So I always sit in front, right?
Yeah.
So I told her today, as soon as the captain puts that seatbelts off sign, once we get up there, bring me a beer. Hey, bro, let's get a ding ding. Then I got mama again. I can let a beer. I could hear the jealousy from the guy on my right behind here when I popped that thing. You know, the sound of a can being opened is distinct.
Yeah.
But this fucker, I could hear him do that. Nikiti. Nikiti.
All right, guys, welcome to a special edition of the Kisiangani podcast.
Yes, sir.
You guys, today we have a big fish in the building.
So I guess today I may confirm that Uganda in Afghanistan.
You guys,
we had the traditional Nigerian.
Maze, the
Been able to.
You guys bought this shit pale
Kinung
viewpoint. Everybody looks at that shit. I keep looking at that shit. I'm like, should I buy it? No, today is not the day. Today is. But you guys had that day.
I bought it for 3.5. I don't know if that get gong at me, but
you guys, that's the cost of a whole boozy. You guys,
but I was wondering about that. I'm like, what if you just buy the goat?
And then you kill it yourself.
Yeah.
So you bought it for 3.5.
Yeah, man. From some old man.
And then what does it do for you?
No, see aesthetics, man.
Yes. Like when you bring Chile's here, do they get turned on?
Yeah, they remove their clothes and rack a sun. Check it! Oh my God! Look at that sheepskin. Check it.
Have you cooled a chick on this?
Z. We tried to keep this studio.
That's the thing I don't understand with this bullshit.
You see how they say Kibe when you have sex in a car, you get an accident.
Yeah.
Superstition.
Excuse me, where over 26? Was in those superstitions.
No, but have you ever done that stuff of if you cool a chick in a moti,
yeah,
you'll most likely get a flat tire.
No, flat tire or an accident.
So your engine will knock.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that shit?
How does that make sense?
No,
when to menda shule, even for 5 minutes, ataka nikupitia. How does that stuff still make sense to you? Utadinyana kwa gari alafu. Do you know something known as the Mile High Club?
Yeah, the people who have sex on the aircraft.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a thing.
Are you part of the club?
No, I've not done it yet. But kuna time do ikifika lazima nifanye. So unataka kuniambia hiyo ndege inafanya anguke juu tumedinyana huko juu? Chizi nini?
No, naenda kwa tu tafadhali mama. Tunataka kufika sana.
Ni nini jo?
Wewe ushaikula kwa nini kwa gari?
Ikisonga.
Haikuwa na swara in the future. The future of that car.
I mean, swara is swara. You just depend on who you attach the swara to. Swara will come full time. Yeah. So wewe sasa ukitoka hapa, wewe ushikwe na floods unasema Kibe alikuwa ni swara. Swara is swara. Things happen in life. It just depends who you attach the swara to. But yes, nishaikula na so there's a time this time I used to have this very nice beautiful girl called Christine. Very nice beautiful girl. She could suck a dick like you've never seen. Bro, of all the chicks who've ever sucked my dick, this chick was a dick sucker par excellence.
Dick sucker pro max.
Bro. Udema kwa namezeo deki na shanga. Is she like the female version of Houdini? The dick disappears. I'm like some magician. God damn it. Now you don't. Na uioni hapa. Ojeki ungeiona hapa labda kuna kitu. Deki ina disappear yani
inatokea kwa dimension nyingine.
Unaona vile wa Nigeria ukuleo ya mfufu yao. They take a big thing and they throw it in there and it disappears. It's like cotton candy. I'm like, my dick is cotton candy. So
candy floss.
One day we're leaving tunatoka place inaitwa Tamasha. Hey bro, dem mwenyewe alikuwa amependa. She was just like me. She was as promiscuous as I was.
Yeah.
So tukiendesha nacheza naye, she had very nice tits. It's a Kikuyu, so rasa pia ilikuwa kidogo is a bit badala. But tits are from
rasa ilikuwa ewola.
Rasa ilikuwa absent.
Is it like true that like
Oh no. A typical Kikuyu woman does not have an ass. So if you meet a Kikuyu woman who has an ass, the mother is a cheater. The mom is lying to the father about the paternity of that child. Madam typical wa Kikuyu wanajulikana top heavy, flat huko nyuma. Huko nyuma ilikuwa tu ni flat roll.
But they have serious tits though.
So Fuck that scientific bullshit.
This guy is
Sikia story yangu. So tunaenda Lang'ata, nilikuwa naishi Lang'ata, keja ingine smart sana, ka 1 bedroom. Tukafika hapo Uhuru Gardens, dem akasema fuck it. Nikamwambia hebu toa nguo kwanza ukalie hii deki. Bro, dem alitoa nguo na akalia deki. So naendesha kagari kalikuwa ka Toyota Corolla.
Oh, while driving?
Yes. Shit. I'm just trying to see, can I see where we are going? Because if I die, I die. Very nice. So yes, and that car didn't have an accident.
Oh, till date.
I don't know where the car
Maybe the guy who bought that car is dead right now, man.
Hey,
courtesy of you and that chick.
I guess that's just the way life goes. I am a killer.
Double it and pass it to the next person.
I mean, why am I going to catch feelings about a bitch?
Yeah.
So I've moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Karibu, man. Thanks for gracing our pod, man.
Thank you for inviting me, man. I appreciate it.
You're fresh from Diani right now, man.
I'm fresh from Diani, still
Maisha
smelling
Diani
of flat
inakupelekaje
tummies.
bana?
Hapana, all I'm smelling is flat tummies, bro. Huko is the land of flat tummies. Nimewafieka huko ni aje. Mpaka siku hizo ameanza kujuana. Yaani Kibe, ulikuwa na rafiki yangu juzi. Unataka ita umbile motaki. Yeah.
But comparatively to Nairobi, Diani, Nairobi, where do you spend the rest of your life?
Oh, easily Diani.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I like the weather.
Yeah.
I like the weather. The weather in Diani is perfect. It's hot the way I like it.
You think it's an age thing? Like you go older and you decide to...
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Because there's a time I couldn't imagine living out of Nairobi.
No.
Yeah, there's a time I used to think Nairobi was end all, be all. You know, I was supposed to be like, this thing, Nairobi is the thing. So I couldn't imagine myself living anywhere else but Nairobi. I don't get in New York. Nakwambia New York kufanya nini? Na Nairobi ndio hii. At that time, I thought I was the king of Nairobi. And then I grew older, and then I started slowing down. I used to do 3 rounds a night. Now I'm doing one useless round. And if she's very lucky, I'm doing another round in the morning. I was like, hey, it's time to slow down, motherfucker. Yeah. I mean, work is work, right?
But 1 round a night is good enough.
I think that's average.
No?
No, I mean,
Like more than
think
1
about
round
it.
is
Think
good.
about it. You guys, you have a bitch in the bed or on the bed, depending on where you went to school. And you're going to call her only 1 round.
If it's a fresh chick.
Dem kwanza ametravel labda umemajana ametravel kutoka J Squad. Ametoka njia yote, amekuletea senya alafu namchapa kamoja. What you're doing is you're throwing her back to the streets. Yeah, so that's what I do now. I come, I taste, I check it, and then I throw it back to
you donate it back to the public.
Back to Jen Pomp. Sasa falaka huyo anakula. I'm a 26-year-old.
My youth, man.
Have you ever wondered, like, the universal sign for poor performance in bed is the man sitting on the edge of the bed thinking about, like, kama kwa sigara unaanga wakionyesha kuhusu impotence, like, it's always a man sitting at the edge of the bed being like...
But that's only when your focus is pleasing the woman.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you're not thinking about pleasing the woman, whether it's 1 minute, whether she's satisfied or not, that's her business. Siku hizi kuna madildo zinajaa pale, zimeshikwa container ngapi pale Mombasa.
You know,
go buy a soba.
You know Maurice Madeka, right?
Yeah, I know Maurice
You're saying the responsibility of coming is on the chick. Like she should have, like it's her responsibility to come, just like us guys, it's our responsibility. It shouldn't be burdened on the jama. Have you heard that stuff?
I mean, it's like telling me, sasa tumetoka kudisha, si ndio? Tumeletewa nyama pale. The responsibility of you getting full is on you. We kula mpaka ushibe. Chakula ndio hii iko kwa sinia. Why would you put that responsibility on me? So we're going to have sex. Sex is a very one-way thing. It is me who wants the satisfaction. You might want money. I mean, think about it. Most bitches want money. They don't want satisfaction because they know where to get satisfaction. So why would I focus on her satisfaction?
When all the bitches are Isapoko.
Just say it again. I didn't hear that.
As in, what in Mapoko? Maybe some wants...
including your aunt. I was going to say your mother's, but including your
my mother's died,
aunties.
you guys.
Your mom is dead.
Yeah.
So your mom was a hoe. Mom was a hoe, my nigga. You see what she did? She hibernated. Some of these hoes do that. They hibernate. They go, they okota kijama huko nje. get some toys with him. Then once that guy is done, fuck, it goes back to hoeing. What do you think they do with these pastors? Hey, I'm going to church. Leo tuko na mkutano. She's going to hoe to the pastor.
My mother too late after my dad died. You guys.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, so both your parents are dead.
Yeah.
You guys, you cry over it, man. It's something you've dealt with.
Started doing
I don't cry.
Oh, so this is how it's healing, eh?
Yeah.
When did your mother die?
Last year actually.
Ah,
Yeah.
so it's still
last year in April actually.
It's still very fresh. Eh?
Yeah. So after my
You're Luya.
yeah, I'm Luja.
So these Luyas have some stupid traditions. Like now they have to go every muko na makumbusho, si ndio?
Yeah, true.
Very
We actually had
rubbish.
rubbish.
Mtu amededi. Unaenda hapo kufanya makumbusho ya nini, bro?
In memory.
Fuck that person.
In lieu of.
Z.
Saturdays, you guys don't do makumbusho stuff.
Even if we do, I don't go for that nonsense.
Yeah.
And I don't believe it's important for us to waste time.
I heard you saying on your live journal that even funerals, you're choker and going.
I am pacing myself. The last funeral I went, I can't even remember.
But how important is it? Like you've lived in the States, huh? These guys, when someone dies, this is family who comes through, like a small group, and then they bury you and guys go back to work.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal. The problem is we make it such a big deal here that you guys now have attached emotions to this shit. You live, you die. That's it. Now what you do with your life in between, that's what all that matters. And it should only matter to you. It shouldn't matter to me. So today, if you die, and I'm not available to come for your funeral, it's not a big deal.
How about Shanghai, though?
I wouldn't do that stupid shit. Burn that body. Go burn the person. Umse tuondoke. Umecheki juzi generali amekufa. Generally, one of the instructions amesema nini? Na ni mjaka. One of the instructions was what? Bury me in 72 hours because I know our traditions are bullshit.
In other words.
Yes, I know this tradition is going. I mean, think of a general like that. If he had left it open, it would have taken 2 weeks or even a month. Na wajaka wangetujitokeza, all the elders wangekamna their own way of doing things. It would have taken a whole month and it would have been a mess. So this guy knew these traditions are bullshit. So that I can release my family, I put a clause, not a clause, or I put it in my will that bury me within 72 hours and bury me the military way.
His coffin was 6 Gs according to his
bro. That's a wise guy. That's a wise guy. And then it wasn't even a coffin because he was not buried inside it. It was just a box to transport him from one place to the next. So where he was buried, they removed him from the coffin, from that those boughs. And
the coffin was for just the ceremony.
Yes, so and they wrapped him in a sheet, probably a sheet that is going to disintegrate or something, and threw him back to the ground. I mean, that makes sense.
Happened because my dad was Muslim, but he was Catholic. So when he died, like we buried him very quick, very fast, and then we had to do like a mock funeral for like the people back in Moiben. And then one of the people took the mic and they were like, "Oh, like,
oh, there was backlash, eh?
Like there was a clash in tradition because then they wanted us to display the body, to do it for a week. There's the way like Catholics do it. But my dad was a Muslim, so like immediately he died by 4.
He was in the ground, eh?
Yeah, so like still.
Yeah, that's why you must get away from these stupid traditions, these backward, what are they called?
Stereotypes.
Not even stereotypes, these superstitious nonsense that we hold on to. That if you do this is going to happen.
You know, my dad died in Eldoret, right? So after he died, they shipped him. He was a professor at Campo, Nairobi University. So they shipped him to Nairobi, and then he was over here, leave funeral home, nini. And then our shags is uko in Eldoret, uko mbele, some place called Luanditi. So now we flew him back again to Luanditi. Can you imagine? We flew him here.
After
my mama is not watching this pod. No, but it's true. It's weird.
No, it's not weird. It's stupid because how does that make any sense? This is just a body now. The essence of the human being has left. So what are you doing with this body? What kind of psychological bullshit is going on in your head that you need to over? What is this you're doing? Think about it, bro. This guy is never coming back.
It's over.
Guys spend so much resource to put a body in the ground.
Yeah.
And then this family is going to be left struggling.
Sana lunges and janos, right?
You guys are ridiculous.
Us guys wekelea the body in the room for like 3 days fast.
Ah, you guys are mad. The day I die, just burn me. Don't even dig any hole. Just burn me straight. Let this be my will. Burn me on the same day. Take me. I'll make sure I'm dead fast. Okay. Ukiona bado nimembao, ngoja deki idedi.
They say that is the last part.
Yeah, it's just
But then what happens to the dick when you die?
yeah.
It's the last, like it stays for a while you're being burned. I got your skull cracks because of like the pressure. So
Oh, when being burnt, right?
when they burn you, there's always that like when it
The pop.
when it pops now they're like now and then.
Or the
Yeah.
skull now,
Yeah, it always pops.
Yeah, so burn me
Till it
and then
pops.
until I pop. Make sure take the ashes properly, and then you distribute them to all the place where I had holes. Yeah, like when the pale mwiki, sprinkle. When the apple or sambo, sprinkle. Udiru usikose kwenda udiru pia. Sprinkle. Yeah.
Will there be enough
Eh.
gas to go around?
No, I mean it's a sprinkle. You know, just kidogo. You have to spare. When it's on the ash, just to give it, you know, form.
Okay, so that we
Alafu upita sasa kuna K Street sprinkle.
So you guys, you're not an ass guy considering where you're being sprinkled, huh?
Ass.
Udhiru, sijui, mwiki.
I mean, if you think about it, I told you.
I don't think there are many asses in those
Oh
areas.
no. Right now the distribution is very nice.
Oh, it's
Yeah, because kuna
fair.
I think about the car J Squad kuna makisini aje. Unafikiri nimekula mademo wakisi wangapi hiyo area? Thika Road. Ai. Kisii is my forte. Tulikuwa na umjaga Kisumu.
Ati James.
Eh.
Ati-
Kisii, there's a Kisii woman in yo dem alikuwa na rasa smart. Tukiwa
In
Kisumu.
where?
In Kisumu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You would not think that in Kisumu you'd find a Kisii woman.
No, but you would. Kisumu is right.
I
Proximity.
wouldn't know, man. I don't live those sides. So for me, I'm like, hey, these Kisiis are everywhere. I might as well have a taste. Ingawa msa alikuwa anamtaka lakini akaoshwa. Bado anajipanguza.
Na wewe.
Taulo.
Like, is it like the way you can call short kind of like,
No, so what this guy did, so we saw some two nice, very looking bitches. Okay? So I told him, hey, listen, go get those bitches. This guy got them and put them in his car. Okay? So we went, did all the things we were doing, the whole event and everything. So go back to the house. So I asked him, hey, what's happening with our bitches? He tells me, oh, they've gone home. I'm like, fuck you, nigga. I saw those bitches getting into your car.
All right.
He said, oh, okay, I'm bringing them. So he was playing a prank on me. Yeah, it's a prankster, this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
sorting out.
Oh, you wanted to surprise
He
you.
had to surprise me.
Check it, surprise!
And those bitches are looking good, bro.
Oh,
very,
for real, eh?
Very nice, man.
This
So-
is now all of them.
So one is a Kisi, one is a Luo. So when they walk into the house, I'm like, oh, this guy has brought me 2 bitches. Kumbe, he had brought me only one. The one he wanted is the
The other one.
Kisi.
Oh.
Yeah, the one that now I need. So he's been crying ever since.
So,
Aja recover.
you are in my hometown. I'm from Eldoret. What do you think about Eldoret chicks? Like, how was your experience?
Oh, very nice.
The stand up too.
I told you we didn't do stand up. Yeah, we didn't do stand up. Stand up is you cannot do stand up in a club. So in a club is more meet and greet. People are excited to meet you.
What time was the show starting?
We start at 8. Is it 8? Yeah, but we started like at 10.
Oh, yeah.
And the place got super packed, super packed, and then guys want to take selfie every fucking second. Yeah, so
So it was like an on the road meet and greet more. Right?
yes, exactly. Because I never got to do any stand up. I couldn't. I didn't have the voice to calm these people down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it needs an MC type of voice.
Were you going up last or you
I mean, yeah, they would call me last, hey, come and meet Nini, and when I go there, guys just want to.
Was Wakimani hosting still?
No, Wakimani, we left him in Nairobi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so did Kina Shiti perform stand up?
Them they did.
But it must have been a tough crowd, right?
It's very tough. Very tough. Because those guys don't want to, how to say it, they want to party. So doing it in a club is very difficult. But Shiti has a big voice. Nikki Big Fish has a big voice. So the people listen to them. Nasra, because she's a woman. automatically she's getting the love, you know. So people want that kind of move. They need it out there in the mashinani. They want you guys from Nairobi to go meet them. So when you guys finally get your act together, you better take this show on the road, man. Yeah.
So you're gonna keep doing it, but in a more.
I mean, I do.
Setting.
I now realize I cannot do stand up in that kind of way.
Environment.
Yeah. So if we go out of town, I now know that's a meet and greet. So it's not a stand up anymore. But for Kinashiti, they can make their jokes and everything because then they know this crowd. For me, my stand up is where people are quiet. Everybody knows why they're here, and there are no, that's what I assume stand up should be. So this is not really stand up; it's just entertainment.
Okay.
So at some point, my vision is to bring it to a stand up location where people know they're just coming in to listen to stand up. I think that's where we're going to see the real stand up comedians.
What sparked the idea, man?
I've always liked stand up, so.
No, for the tour.
It's a tour.
I think.
I can't tell you what.
Do you think there's a gap in the markets? Because me, that's what I was thinking. I feel like there's a major gap in the market now that Churchill is not doing the stuff.
But again, remember Churchill was doing PG content.
Yeah, which makes the gap even bigger.
So there's no gap
there's a big opportunity.
There's no gap because there's nobody else who was doing anything and left. So the only comedy we've ever known is Churchill type of comedy. That's why everybody who's coming up even now, they're trying to ape that shit. So now there's a whole new generation of people now. That's where you guys come in, where you are able to just stand and deliver without having to worry about what people think about you or whether it's going to TV or not. You see, when it's going to TV, you can't say something.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so when it's going to TV, you have to censor yourself. And every time a comedian censors himself, that joke doesn't land the way it's supposed to.
But I feel like there's, I don't know, do you think? I feel like there's a gap in regard to, you see, the Churchill was the guy who was attracting guys. And then he'd make them sit down, and then he never used to do stand-up. So he'd make guys sit, organize, and then now the comedians come out and do that thing, which he was doing. But now I think he was used to the 2 meter per week check. But now there's still a gap for a guy who has a big name, can bring in people, make them sit down, and then the comedians come out and do what they're doing, which is what you're doing, I think, with your thing.
Yeah. So for me, I bring the people.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. So right now, it's still crystallizing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So the gap exists where you see it. You see, you guys have already created a product. It may not look like a product because of maybe your current situation. Sometimes when your current situation is not ideal, you don't see what you have. Okay? Because everybody wants to be a star. So until you become a star, your current situation can limit you from seeing exactly what it is that you're building. So I don't see the gap. I see the opportunity.
No, see, now I'm saying a guy like you with your clout
Yes.
and ability to attract an audience can fill that gap. That's what I'm saying. Especially, you see, our thing is very niche. Because as we're doing English comedy, we can do it in Lavi, Kilimani, Nini. But in regard to going to Eldoret and getting guys to come and sit down and listen, very few guys can do that. And then another thing, problem that I see is many of these comedians who are at Churchill Show are very, you see, they are stars in regard to their having big names. So when us guys call them to do shows with us guys in La Vie for 100 guys, they're like, honestly, me, I'm too big to do that. But now if you call them with the clout you have and the ability to bring in an audience, like replicating that model is very easy.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's an old model of doing things. It's an old Churchill model. The new model is stand up in front of 50 guys. Kill those people. Start there. Stand up in front of 20 guys. Kill. Because us guys want the big crowd. Bro, the big crowd, you can't handle it. That big crowd comes with a lot of organization. So we saw that in Eldoret. It was crazy. We couldn't handle it.
Oh, for real?
Yes. A big crowd. We had over 2,000 people there. How are you going to handle 2,000 people? And you guys are not prepared to handle 2,000 people. Because we only a crew of what? I think 8 people. Yeah, so 8 people and there's a 2,000 crowd. How do you do that? So you must grow this thing organically,
Step by step.
step by step. There's no shortcut.
Pass on the
There's no at you bring a superstar to come and no activity, and then I want.
No, we have some Kisi.
no,
Mommy is all gonna be waiting for you.
bro. I want to headline. So when you call me for
No, but to
proper
headline,
event.
you have to work out your material first.
Bro, I want to come and bomb in front of everybody. I'm not coming.
No,
Hey, bro, I've worked too hard for me to come and I know. See.
But that's what I'm telling you about.
See, you guys
superstars
are the
refusing
ones
to come.
who you have. For me, I've not told you how many people. I just told you make sure I'm the headlining act.
But how would you be the headliner and you haven't worked out?
Yeah, no, it's okay. So let me bomb. Then that's a story.
Did you see Will Smith try stand? What do you think of that stuff?
No, I didn't see.
Did you see T.I. try stand?
TI.
No, it was sad to see, man.
Kibe is a comedian.
I mean, think about it this way. Once you don't have once the language has been taken away from you, then what are you doing? You can't tell us anything. You can't make us laugh. Language has been taken away. They've taken away your words. So if you decide that you're a guy who does clean comedy, then how are we ever going to see the real you? You do your comedy the way your comedy is. You see now, Kwanzaa, you are lucky your parents are dead. So you have nobody to kiss us to. Every time you remember your mom, you remember, oh, mom is dead. You say, oh yeah, this day I was fucking this chick. But you know, before mom would have called you, hey, now unaongeaje if you're squeezing.
But then how do you say on your pod the way there was a time you never used to fuck and
Yes, it's at the beginning.
was it because of your parents seeing
Because
parents
of
and family?
Because of all the voices in my head, yes. So when you have a lot of voices in your head, then before you open your mouth, you have to think, what would your mom think? What would your dad think? Your sister.
Actually blocked Kina my sis from seeing my stuff.
Yeah, don't block them. Do it in front of their face. Don't block them. Yeah, because if you block them, you're running away from them. Let them be the ones who are afraid of you. You are the beast. They are not. How are they deciding what you do with your life? You are the beast. You are the one who walks in and people fear. Not the other way around. And now you're afraid of your sister. These puny little shits don't give a shit about you. Fuck your sister. That you have to block them. Fuck them.
I think next is the video.
So how did you overcome that stuff?
I had to forgive my own mom. So my mom is a bully.
Okay.
So she had really bullied me about anything, about Christianity and everything.
She was a church lady.
She is, yeah, she is. She calls herself an evangelist.
Okay.
So she really tried to bully me into becoming what she wanted me to be.
So you guys grew up going to church every Sunday?
Every Sunday. That whole yes, praying before you eat, praying after you eat.
Nowadays
praying
before you go
to sleep.
without praying. Huh?
What?
Now there's no praying for eating. Unararwa.
No, I don't know what prayer is. I don't think that if there's a God who is up in heaven, who is waiting for my prayer so that he doesn't poison the food that I'm eating. If that's the kind of God that is out there, poison me, my nigga. Yeah. I have to keep praying to you every time. Hey, God, bless this food before. Fuck that.
He's on standby before you eat with some poison. Just wait.
Yeah, if you don't pray, cannot be here. Poison.
No, but the prayer is for Thanksgiving, not for...
fuck Thanksgiving. Who? Why should I give thanks to who? I'm the one who has worked for it. I woke up in the morning, I did what I had to do. Who is this God who's coming in between me and my food?
No, see, he's sent rains and stuff.
Fuck him, that's his business. Do you see kids thanking their parents? That's because the kid is from sucking a titty. And they go, oh, thank you for that titty. Fuck that. Yeah.
I think kids have to pray before they...
Have you seen that shit? Do you see animals praying? So why did you get into your imagination and think there's a God who needs your prayers?
Sagodi said that...
where did he say?
See in the Bible.
If you take out the Bible from this conversation, what are you left with?
No, so that's the reference now if you're a believer in Sagodi. Yeah?
That is the foundation.
What if I give you my own book? Is that going to be a reference?
With time, I'm sure there will be a guy who will be referring to a book.
Yes. So
with time.
Exactly. So get rid of that shit. Once you take out the Bible, there's no conversation. Because the only way you know about God is through the Bible. once you take away the Bible and all these interpretations that you've been given by Kina Pastor Nganga here.
Pastor Alan.
Pastor Nganga. Which church do you go
You
to?
don't know Pastor Alan?
Huh?
You don't know JCC, you guys?
No.
Pastor Alan Kuna.
Oh, Alan Tuna. And I know Kuna. And his wife. What's her
Guys are
name?
balling, eh? Let's go to that church, man. There's a day we chanted for a urinal. Eh? That urinal was not bought. Eh? It's had some cash for that urinal. Checky, let us give for the urinal! Checking me.
How much did you give?
Okay, I was a broker, nigga, to be honest.
So you give what, like a
But no, but the
sock?
money I gave was a lot because I was broke, man.
Yeah,
So this guy didn't buy any urinal.
Yeah, but it is a benefit to you going to the church, right?
What do you mean?
Because you're puny. So when you're puny, that's when you attach yourself to puny shit. So how can you be puny and look at people who are puny and then want to judge them? You have to get out of
No,
that
see, I
puny.
was out. I'm not there now, right now.
Yeah, now you can judge them. But when you are giving your money,
I was puny. That's
Yeah,
how it
exactly.
was. We chanted.
I
We
saw-
were many puny guys.
I saw some guy, and this guy was very pissed off at me from JCC. So he's my buddy. These guys who do deals, these fake deals that people do in Nairobi, full time.
Dilanga guys, that's what we call it.
So one day I saw him holding a white piece of paper written "Happy Birthday, Mom." I was like, "What?" That time they're standing outside JCC. I'm like, "What, Kenodia? What are you doing?" He's holding a piece of paper.
Oh, he held it.
So there are like 7 guys who are standing in line where Mom is going to pass. Now the wife of that guy, what's her name? Pastor, what's her name?
Pastor Kathy.
Kathy Kiuna. Yes. So now Kathy is passing by. I think the church had changa to even buy her like a V8 or something. And this guy is holding a white piece of paper saying "Happy Birthday, Mom." And the guy is saying, "Oh, we love you very much." And the other guy is saying, "It is, stupid shit." So I looked at that, I was like, man.
We chanted for a Range Rover once, you guys.
Yeah.
That's it. That
Have I ever told you the story?
see how the president has to walk and the police, the guard, like she has to they investigate the guard. That's how she now.
No, but it looked like he was surprised. Ish, it was a major.
You guys chanted for a whole range.
Mazejo.
Nice. That's how we do it.
Checky, we are going to surprise Dad. So please be quiet. The guy Chomoka
But
pretending he's surprised.
But even me, I've changished for a laptop. So I don't really knock their hassle.
Oh, for your lap, right?
Yeah.
But you know,
So I had a laptop and bought $60. So that laptop, you can't even watch porn. You guys, it hangs, yani. It was hanging, and it's the one I was doing my show with.
it was loading.
It just, I'm like, fuck it. So one day I go online and tell guys, hey, you guys, this thing is not working. How much did you changa? You must have changaed something, you.
I remember there's a Somali guy who just said how much is remaining.
So,
Remember that?
how much? Yeah, I told him, I didn't even know how much it was remaining. So I told him $400. He said, say less.
Yeah, I remember.
$400 got into my account.
Yeah.
The laptop was what, $1,500?
That laptop, someone bought it for us.
That's how it is. So you cannot really knock their hustle because somebody is getting a benefit from every time they sit and listen to you. And you don't know that benefit. So you cannot knock anybody's hustle. Everybody is going through their own journey. Even the people you see in church, you may think they are stupid. You may sit outside here because you have more knowledge and think they are stupid. But it's like looking at a child playing with the idea of Santa Claus or Father Christmas. How much can you knock them?
So you're saying your mother was a church lady?
She is, I think. I still think she is, unless she's changed her ways. And I do wish she changed her ways. Well, she was gone, my guy.
But she had a lot of influence, considering you.
Yeah, sorry.
As in, considering you also became.
She had a lot of influence on me.
Yeah. So now
more than my dad. Imagine that. So I would actually go to her for counsel more than I would go to my dad.
But then you don't talk about your dad much. What was he like?
Because we didn't interact.
He wasn't at home?
I mean, we didn't do anything. Otherwise, right now we'd be doing business together, right?
Was he at home daily?
I mean, he was a present father.
Okay.
But I didn't know what he did. We never got to interact in that way.
So he was just a quiet guy. He'd come.
He was just a dad, and just the presence of the father. So that was what helped me, just to have the presence. But beyond that, all the communication was with Mom. So Mom was able to mold me into the man that she thought I should be. You understand? And that's what mothers do. So they mold their sons, thinking that they're molding their son for the women out there. But what they're doing is making this man like a lambistic piece of shit. this guy becomes weak. So by the time I was leaving my mom's house, you guys, I was running because I had to save myself from this weakness that my mom wants to put inside
When
me.
you grew older, you didn't get close to your dad. Like me, when I
Oh,
moved out of home,
uh,
that's when I said hang out with my dad.
oh no, those are ideas of a child. I mean, now I'm a man. What am I doing hanging out with my dad? For what?
No, but you're older now. You can
For
have
what? What?
man to man conversations.
Z, I don't need that.
You don't want to know the guy?
No,
Is he still around?
No, there's no desire for that. Bro, I'm a man. I have discovered myself. I'm enjoying this
But you
journey.
discard yourself.
Now I'm going to bring
apart
another
from
man.
Zach.
I'm going to bring my Zach here. We start sitting discussing what?
See what he thinks.
The relationship between a father and a son, unless these two have worked together, is a fake relationship. Your dad has to have been in your life for him to have that impact. And beyond you, once you grow up, there is no need for him beyond just a casual relationship.
No, it's too late.
What else is he telling me now? I'm a 47-year-old man. What is my dad telling me? What has he seen that I have not seen yet?
No, see, he's older, man. I'm sure.
I mean, he can tell me about his old age. But what beyond that, what is there? I mean, I'm a man. I've survived on my own for the last 20-something years.
But on your podcasts, which I listen to quite a bit, you normally tell guys to get to know their dads, right?
Yes. Get to know your dad. And for me, one of the biggest philosophies I have is forgiveness.
Yeah, you say go forgive your mom.
I go forgive your mom. Start with your mother. Even for you need to go forgive your mom at the graveside as you're doing makumbusho. Yeah, because moms they tend to fuck their children up.
No, true. They tell you many nasty things about your dad.
They try to separate you from your father. Yeah. So that's the work of the mother, because they want the power to themselves. Because they know the power that is there when they redirect the children to the father. So they want the kids to give them that power. So my philosophy, number one, is you go forgive your mother. Whatever your mom did in your life, she was loud, yes. Forgive her. She didn't know better. She mistreated you. Whatever she did to you, whatever your mom did to you, because some people have different people have different reasons. There's something that your mom did that you're probably still annoyed at her about. But you have blocked it from your psychology. You've said, no, I don't want to deal with that, because all mothers are angels and they're perfect. But that's not true. That's not true. So go forgive your mom. Forgive her for turning you against your dad. Forgive your dad for being a little weak shit.
So you have forgiven your dad?
Yes, when I forgave my mom, it was one of the best things I ever did. I wasn't annoyed at my dad.
Oh, you had not?
No, I wasn't annoyed at my dad. I used to look at my dad as someone who needs help.
In what regard?
I mean, because when you see a man being taken out by a chick.
Taken out?
Yeah, you feel sorry for him.
Taken out how?
Like when you see a guy who's being used by a woman.
Okay.
You look at your boy right now, Akachile comes in here, and you can see this Chile she's decided to take him out. I mean, you look at him and you'll be like, I mean, I want to tell you, but what do I tell you? So I used to look at my dad that way. I used to look at him as, how come you've not been able to dominate your bitch? You need to dominate your bitch. Why aren't you dominating your bitch? So there's that weakness in my dad, and there's the evil in my mom. And now the one thing that is clear is that this happens all over all families. Every family, there's that replication. So the first thing you must do for you to move on in life is do what? Is go forgive your mom. Tell mom, hey, listen, I've been very annoyed at you for many years because of the things you did. But I don't.
Most people love their moms.
No,
in fact,
don't.
I feel in terms of the makumbushos we had, how come this guy is not vibing? This conversation is beyond your
frozen.
scope. So the makumbusho we did for my mom, Juicy, I feel like it was even more intense than the ones we did for my dad. In terms of the organization, how guys came out. So I feel like we are honoring her more than my dad, so to speak.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Most guys seem to love their moms more.
Yeah, but it's a lie. You don't love your mom more, because if you did, then it would show in your actions. these people who have this close relationship with their mothers, they tend to be very nasty to women.
Oh, for real?
Yes, I mean, this is
They're
just-
nasty to women.
the people who are the closer you are to your mother, the worse you are to the women around you. Okay, slow down. Maybe that's too deep for you guys. Any woman who's listening to me, a mama's boy comes into your life, what happens? There is nobody more destructive in this world than a mama's boy. There is nobody, bro. Hitler has nothing on a mama's boy. A mama's boy is the worst thing that is walking the streets ever. He's a rapist, he's a thug, he's everything that we are afraid of. Mama's boy.
Because he wasn't taught to be a man, huh?
I mean, he gets away with everything. Mama only disciplines him when she's emotional. Do you have kids?
No.
So when you have kids, you realize that you
I think
cannot
I've
be.
been shooting blanks here.
You guys,
I don't even have an
it's-
accidental kid.
it's a mama. It's a mama problem. You need to let go of your mama's titty. Your mama's imaginary spiritual titty from the grave. Please let go of this titty. Yeah, because a man like you should be having as many kids as possible.
And he's rooted. So it's
I mean it's an abomination. Right now, oh, kadedi. So naziko matako iko na face. And then whip the shit out of you first. There'll be a guy who comes in. Wewe mchinga, wewe umetufanyisha kasi ya mchinga, umekaa hapo miaka 42 na hakuna kitu umefanya.
This guy will inherit my podcast.
Adi?
yeah. It's a cool.
Hakuna kitu umewacha.
I know what to do.
Aye, bro. Man, I have so many toys. I don't even know how many I have.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah. I mean, any chick that I meet and she has good genes, I'm always like, hey, you gonna give me a baby? Immediately, bro. Are you gonna give me a baby? Get
But
me
you
a
have to
baby.
take care of those toys. Though.
I know, for what?
You
I
don't
mean,
have to take
Sauti Sol waliimba, mtoto anakuja na nini?
Yeah.
It's not my business. God decided to put the sperm inside me. If that day God didn't want the baby, singambao, unacheki. Ninganakumbao God has said, no, not today, Jose. So deal with God. He allowed the sperm to come from
Refer
here.
above.
Yeah. Refer to your God upstairs, not downstairs. Here we are just thieves. Them.
So you're saying mama's boys are dangerous? Huh?
Not dangerous. Please understand what I said. Mama's boys are the most dangerous people who are walking this earth. So if you hear a man saying, I love my mom very much, that man is a dangerous man. That is a man who needs to be put on crime watch. They need to tag him. Uko na GPS pale kila mahali anaenda. Mama's boy ndio wanakimbia into weddings, into marriages. Yeah. Mama's boys are the ones who are causing all this destruction because they're the ones who need women in their life. So as a man, when you need a woman in your life, you become compromised. Bro, endo uongelesha madem. Waulize mama's boy ni mtu anakaaje. Mama's boy is a disgusting man. It's a man who has ana mbele wala nyuma. Mtu hohehahe kabisa. Psychologically disturbed. Huo ni kama mwenda.
You know it's bad when Kibe anatumia Kiswahili sana.
Ai wewe. Hata nimekumbuka
So what's the future looking like then? Because a lot of single mommies are
Raising
the thing right now.
I can't wait for the tsunami of the mama's boy.
pandemic.
Because it's coming, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want us to just ban everything. I want the real feedback to be felt on the streets. Because if feedback tumekuwa tukidanganyana. We've been lying that mama's boys are not a problem. These jokes we make about Liam and there's you who
Jaden.
and Jaden. Once these boys grow up, they become a menace to society. Remember, this Jaden is a kind of kid who comes here, and he will stand here and start touching this shit.
Yeah, they do have
They are indisciplined.
discipline.
Yeah. So this indiscipline carries on into their future. So what happens with that indiscipline?
So the outlook is bad then, no?
I mean, for the
future.
yes. There's no hope. Total destruction. Only solution.
Okay, we need
That's
to-
why you look at a country like America. America is crumbling right now under the weight of the mama's boy. The scourge that is the mama's boy. Bro, this thing is so deep. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah. Mama's boy is a curse. And then now go to my Kikuyu land here, where all the mama's boy, all the single mothers have decided to call their children after themselves.
Oh, okay.
So
That's why you can get a guy who's called Jerry or something.
There we go. What is that? Well, imagine this kid has to grow up with other kids who have fathers, but every time the teacher stands up on belly,
But
says,
what?
"Hey, hey," I'm looking for a name because I know Anjeri. So I was about to call out his name, bro. I was like, shit. Yeah, so let's go with Jaden. Jaden Jockey. This boy has to live with other boys. Tell me the stigma of that boy living under that kind of situation.
I know
Fast,
I'm joking, but lives in Nyeri. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Man is going to be
they say they named them like that because the guy absconded.
who's the spam carrier?
No, but the spam carriers disappeared.
Then that's your mistake. Name him after a man. Find a manly name. Your father, your grandfather, those people still exist. How dare you call him by your own name? What kind of man are you going to bring into this world who has the identity of a woman? The problem we have in this world is because men want to be women and women want to be men. Everybody should stick to their fucking lane. So now when you give a man the name of, bro, do you know how proud you're supposed to, what's your dad's name?
Wanjala.
Wanjala. You know how,
Prof. Chris Wanjala.
thank you. In Primo, do you have a dad?
He died, you guys.
I used to have one.
And he died. Your mom killed him. What happened?
We don't know.
He passed
In
away.
Islam, we don't have a postmortem, but we think it was a heart attack.
Where was he?
He was asleep.
With your mom?
Oh, he just died in the bedroom.
They are not in good terms, actually.
Ah.
So she said.
So she sent an assassin.
She
A
sent a
heart
sleeper
attack
into-
I was
assassin.
in the house the entire time, though.
So it was you.
Unless I was the assassin.
So the one thing that the proudest moment for a boy is when he identifies with his father, not with his mother. His mother plays a very different role in his life. But when the boy identifies with his father, that's a proud moment for him. A boy does not need anything else beyond his father's name. He will find his way. Just give him his father's name. Show him this is where you came from. This is your identity. So these women, especially the Kikuyu women, they're taking their identity away from the boys, their father's identity. So these boys are growing up emotional with their mother's identity. That's why unaona Kikuyu land imejaa mahomo.
Oh, bro.
Bro,
Imejaa.
ay.
Kuna there's one guy I saw once was saying, "Mimi ni shoga ule munoma."
Ona jegara branchira may
His soul.
I don't believe in that shit.
His body.
I don't care. May his ass rest in peace. Yeah, finally, those chicks are not going to be clapped anymore. But you saw what happened.
At his ass. You get that one.
So yes, so that's the major pandemic which nobody's focusing on. That's why right now unachikia kina Rigiji wakisema we must stop alcohol. Stop alcohol wapi na hawa watoi wako damaged. Uta stop alcohol aje na watoi wote wako damaged. Hey, fix the damage first before you look at the alcohol is just but a way out.
Oh, it's it's actually a coping method. Yeah,
It's coping. So these people are dealing with some psychological trauma that was inflicted to them when they were kids. So now they've grown up and you don't know how to deal with them. And now the women are saying, it's the alcohol that is the problem. No, the alcohol has never been a problem.
It's a symptom, right?
Yes. It is the single mother raising the boy, turning him into a little bitch. Then this guy grows up and realizes that he cannot compete.
Can a chick raise a guy to be a...
It's never happened. Never happened. It's never happened. In fact, that's a silly question if you ask me. It's never happened. Because how would a chick know what a boy is going through?
But Kanye West was raised by a single mom.
Donda.
Did you see what happened?
But
his mother stole him away from the dad. You know that? Yeah, she's a thief. She stole the boy away and moved to another state. And she raised this emotional little fucker. You've seen how Kanye is emotional, all the time crying about shit.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he's talented in everything. But there's this one part of his life where it doesn't make sense. How do you go chill with a hoe and get 4 kids with a hoe? And then you tell me you're winning. What are you winning? What are you winning? Umechekia masocialite wako hii Nairobi yenyu. Au mapoko. Every time poko anaenda anapata mwanaume, we start counting. Press the clock, click. Time tumeweka.
What about that brown guy?
Which guy?
There's a guy in Costa was married to Vera Sidika called something.
Brown Mauzo.
Brown Mauzo.
Brown Mauzo
Yes,
aliokotwa
he
ajai recover.
Shit.
Siku hizi anatoa tu ngoma tu. Anatoa ngoma za 1.5 minutes. Akifika 1.5 minutes anaanza kulia. He goes, and you'll see this fucker will jump from that and go to the next woman. It's a disease.
My mother used to tell me privately the way guys shouldn't hook up with chicks who are from a single parent home.
Oh, she did?
What is the logic?
Yeah, I mean, that's the logic. The logic is that this person is not a balanced human being. So they are not in control of their emotions. Because that's what your dad does. When your father sees these two emotions rising up in you, he shuts that shit down quickly. Because for a man to be emotional is very dangerous. This guy can kill the world. If you look at all the school shootings in America, 99.99% of these kids are coming from this kind of background. Single mother raised by either the mother or the grandma. And most of the time, before they leave the digs, they first shoot the people in the digs. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, they start from home.
They start from home because that's where the damage has been done. And then they go to the other people who they think are doing damage. They've not been taught how to cope with banter, how to cope with this shit. Because everybody's, I mean, think about it, even when you guys are doing comedy. Sometimes you can do crowd work and people start catching feelings.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now in America, doing crowd work is very dangerous.
Yeah, you can get into, you can meet a walkist. Huh?
Exactly, and they go crazy on you. So, people have to learn how to manage their emotions. And that is where the father comes in. Because he doesn't let you get away with it. But mothers are going to let you get away with it based on her own emotional state.
There's this chick on Twitter, I don't know who shared that post. Some chick was saying, recording her son and asking her, "Do you miss your father?" Do you remember?
Oh, her name is Bernice, with a big fat ass. Yeah.
What the
I
heck?
know
That's
that.
the choice said crying, man.
Yeah, why would you do that to your son? Isn't that stupid shit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, why would you do that to your son? And now expose your son to the world because you're trying to get to the baby daddy. Now look, baby daddy, your son is missing you. Fuck you, you need to be arrested. You need to be arrested as a woman for exposing your son to the internet like that. Because the internet is not for children.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah. What point were you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove to us? You made the mistake, not the man. You decided to go with a loser. So now you're putting that on the child? Imagine getting into the child's head to tell him that your dad is a loser and he wants nothing to do with you. Bro, you're not. That kid, he was so hopeless in that moment that he started crying. He was, because it was a moment of hopelessness. But if your dad is in somewhere in Iraq fighting, and there's an idea of your dad, you guys, you'll act straight. Because all your mom has to do is tell you, hey, you know your dad is going to be very annoyed at you. And boys fear that shit because they want their dad to be proud of them. So as long as the dad is somewhere there in the periphery, this woman can work with him to raise up a good boy. But if she does that stupid shit, hey, let's tell your dad something. Do you miss your dad now that a boy has become a little emotional bitch, starts crying in front of everybody?
And then
that video is never going anywhere.
Yeah. That chick goes to a gallery, posts, and uploads. Like, what the heck?
You tell me, do you think she loves her son?
No,
Of
she
course
loves
not.
likes.
Yeah, she wants likes, she likes attention, and she's out to destroy the boy. Because the boy reminds her of who?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. So you gotta trust what these bitches tell you.
God. Take a some sound on that shit.
Oh, there's sound guy. Yeah?
No, man. But in other news, man, you guys used to be a mad supporter of one William Samoei when he was in Gay.
Oh, yeah, I am. I believe William Samoei Ruto is exactly what Kenya needs.
Oh, for real? You still stand with this guy?
I mean, just think about it. This guy is the president of the country. You think you guys can do better?
Which guys?
You little puny complainers. Do you think you can do better? Point to me somebody who's better than William Samoei Ruto.
Right now.
Just point. I'll wait. Do you have the crickets? Baba.
But Baba,
Baba couldn't organize himself with the whole government to become president. And that's the guy you're telling me is better than Ruto. He's not better than Ruto. Baba, you guys are just emotional about Baba. But if Baba was really who Baba says he is, he should be president right now. He had Uhuru, who was the president, backing him up. How do you fumble the bag like that, my guy?
State machinery.
State machinery. These guys were telling us. You remember Junet? There's even a clip. He, man?
there's a
He
clip
made
where
that.
they were dancing
Yeah.
in celebration.
They-
Then there was this guy on your Twitter space. Remember that guy from Canada? What's his name?
Gift that.
Yeah, Gift. Gift has gone and done his sabos and said, Baba has
fine.
won, man.
This guy, I even looked
Guy
at
bought me.
Gift wasted
Eh?
my time. He wasted my time. He even told me Polycarp Igade had won. And you know me, I was for Polycarp.
Oh, for real? Eh?
Yes, I was for, because I knew Polycarp is going to do a better job than Sakaja. So I supported Polycarp all through the whole thing. So I said, me, my guy is Polycarp, and my guy is William Samoei Ruto. So I lost one, I won one. But I was like, why do you think you can do better than William Samoei Ruto? Who lied to you?
Was that your reasoning when you were supporting him?
I mean, these
Like,
are
why didn't you support Baba over Samoei?
because Baba is a loser. Baba, that's his nature. That's his state of being. He's a state of losing.
His track record is not.
His track record is a track record of losing. William Samoei Ruto has a track record of winning. Whether you like it or not. This guy has been MP for 20 years. He's been minister. He's been deputy president for 10 years. Even for 5 years when he was not wanted by the president. He was still there. And he weathered that storm. Sat there patiently. Planned this shit out. And then came and became president. Unless you're an evil motherfucker. This is a brilliant individual. Bro, we're not talking about corruption.
Yeah, really.
Nielewe. Because the only reason why you're not corrupt is because of one word. Can we say it together? Opportunity. Opportunity.
Chance.
Chance. Haujapatiwa chance ya kuwa corrupt. But the moment unatembea hapa nje, unaendesha gari yako,
You, if you get that place, would you be corrupt again?
100%.
Not even 99.999%.
100%.
With cooler state resources.
Easily. Yeah, because
But how do we go for it?
this is our money. I will eat, I'll give you some, I'll give the people around me some. Let's eat. Kenya is one big NGO. That's what you need to know. Kenya is not a country. Kenya is like the 51st state. Kenya is an NGO. So you and your small feelings here. Feelings, I'm trying to change the country, stop it from being corrupt. You are in your imagination, my nigga. Guys are passing here with V6, V8, V12 or V21.
Range Rover.
Bro.
They're shooting podcasts with iPhones.
Bro.
They haven't said a word ever since the podcast started.
They're
You
silent power. Yeah.
Money doesn't talk.
Money doesn't talk. So what we have is just feelings. But once we get out of our feelings, then we're able to be.
So you're saying these guys are winning?
I'm not
streak.
saying. I'm just saying what it is that's what is on paper. This guy even went to is it ICC?
Yeah.
The Hague, International Criminal Court. He beat that shit both sides. Bro, Joey couldn't beat a small murder charge here. Like a small murder, mtu mmoja amekufa, Joey angejitoa. Mzee ameenda mpaka huko kwa wazungu. Na akadinye huko na akarudi akakuwa president. Put some respect on that motherfucker's name.
Okay,
Yeah, there we go.
No, but for real. Emotions aside, he's been winning.
He's been winning. So the only thing that we like Baba. Baba is very likable. Baba is a very charismatic fellow. Very likable.
But he's a poor organizer.
But he's a horrible organizer. Horrible. How he did not win that election. He cannot blame anyone but himself. So it doesn't matter what I want to think. The only two choices that we had was Baba and Ruto. Ruto is a better option. Upende, usipende. Because if Baba cannot organize to win the elections, you think you can fix a country?
Yeah, that would be
Exactly. Yeah.
6K strategy was correct.
Which one?
36K per old person. guy. Would he have been able to deliver? I supported Baba quite a bit, and he really bored me.
What do you mean quite a bit?
No, say voted for him that time for Kibaki,
So,
Juzi. But Juzi, I didn't have my hopes up. I knew he'd lose. Because he always misses it upward the finishing line. Huh?
The home stretch.
Yeah, the organizing, sijui guys haven't been paid, sijui agents.
That time, Ruto on the other side, this guy has organized a whole tallying center with computers and internet from Labda Elon Musk. Has to make sure nobody cuts him off. This guy was just sending
Results.
those Form 16A or just going straight to him first. So this guy planned, he planned to win.
He had a plan, right?
He planned to win. Baba wanted to be given the win.
Oh,
Yeah, but this guy planned to win. So that's the thing that we're saying. Get out of your own imagination and make things happen.
What do you think of Baba, now going together with Ruto to look for this AU maneno?
I mean, it's just business.
Ama, that's just Baba being Baba.
I mean, that's just. Don't be emotional about politics. Yeah, just because me and you are fighting doesn't mean once the fight is over that we don't have business together. These people probably have business interests together.
It's not personal.
It's not personal. Personal ni watu wa ground. Akina Okanga, akina Nuru Okanga. Hao ndio watu wako personal. Wewe unashika feelings kwa nini?
Mbona wasema na mama kama 15 hivi?
Ameshikilia mic hivi. Mimi nasema acha pusi yako bana.
And that's the same thing you say about the internet. Like, you call the internet e-game your internet.
It's a game. I mean, what is this? What are we doing here? Are we trying to change the world here? Isn't this just for likes and money? I mean, that's the whole thing. That's just advance your career ahead. What is your career? You're a stand-up comedian, you're a podcaster. So that's what you're building. It's business, just like any other business. So the moment you get out of the business and think of it more than that, then you lose. That's why you guys are able to do this here and feel nothing. Because you know, of course, it's going to grow and become something else. Yeah. It's a game.
Oh, the guys on the ground believe it's not a game, though. No.
I mean, it's like
Ama, those are now the
those are the immature ones. When you're immature, you believe wrestling is real.
John, I heard you saying you don't advise anyone.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't waste my time to advise anyone. If you have a problem, come, let's deal with it. But advice is for children. Because as a man, you should be able to know what to do. You should spend your time researching for a solution if you have a problem. Look for the right people. If you
But
have a
you know
problem.
you have influence in regard to how some of these young guys think, right?
Yeah, but that's only for the immature ones. Even if today I go talk to a high school, it's a different conversation. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole different conversation. They want different energy. They have different questions. Not these questions that you have at 42 or your buddy there at 26. You probably have very different questions. So you deal with people on their level.
Okay.
Yeah. So you cannot have one message for everybody. No, everybody you deal with them wherever they are. Okay, but what uko shule, like I'll be doing a campus tour very soon. When you go to campus, it's a whole new conversation. Those guys are trying to make it out of from whatever hole they have been for the last 18 years. So the questions they're going to ask are very different questions. Some people have some very basic elementary questions that probably you dealt with 20 years ago. So are you going to tell him, you're to start del now? Yeah. So my whole idea is, even now today when I make mistakes, I am happy I make these mistakes because I'm not just making a mistake like I used to. I'm now making a mistake knowing that, recognizing the mistake and fixing it after. Even when I make the mistake. I'm like, I realize that's a mistake. You see, before it took you a very long time to realize that was a blunder.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You know, one of the reasons I used to like watching your stuff was most guys are, because you're older than 45?
47.
Most guys in our age group, okay, now it's our, because I'm also in my 40s. They don't talk about their mistakes.
Everybody's a superstar.
Yeah, man. There's no one, like you say on your channel, many of the guys who watch are younger guys. These are the guys.
They wouldn't listen
Where
to
the
me.
heck are they, man?
Yeah, they wouldn't listen. I mean, they're busy washing dishes in their wives' houses.
Why the-
Washing the wives' underwear. Imagine going. Some of these married men, the stupid shit they do in their houses. So why would they listen to me? Because for me, it's like I'm pointing a light on what they do. So they hate the fact that that's what I do. And they know that the only reason why they are there is because of the trauma that happened in their childhood. So they are annoyed at me because of pointing that shit out. Not because I have a problem. No, I'm good.
Wait, boost up that video and start it again. Sorry, then. And you guys having your mother left. I'm talking too much.
No.
I mean, he's enjoying, bro. Why
This guy is quiet.
But I have a question, Kibe. When you say the internet is not a real place, like right now, are you a fan of hip hop? Do you listen? Like right now, there's like rap beef, Cole and all these other people. I mean, when you run into someone on the ground.
please, come on,
Hands
come
up,
on,
just,
come on. I met the donkey the other day.
Man.
Man, and I was like, man, this guy, this little shit.
Did he come to your studio?
He came to my studio and saying that he wants to do a show with me.
How did he? He just invited himself.
No, the guy who we were doing that shit with, somehow he got in touch with KRG. So he found himself there. But when we meet, there's no beef. Beef doesn't exist. Beef is a lie because men know how dangerous it is to carry on this beef beyond what you see on social media. Because if that's what happened with Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to take advantage and use that beef to do what? To do something evil. So this beef people need to know this beef only exists on social media. Bro, I remember when Jalas is a member of parliament for this area. I don't know whether you watch that show. Bro, there's a show. Did you watch it? There's a show I laughed when I had heard that Jalas has lost the elections.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I laughed. I teared. I was laughing because I was telling Jalas. I even told guys, hey, listen, guys, send me money. We need to put money together because Jalas now is out of a job and he doesn't have. Hey, bro, I went hard on that motherfucker. I told guys, let's changia Jalas because now his things are bad.
Out.
Then now, later I got to hear that Jalas has won. You guys tell me that humble pie I had to eat. And on Friday, Jalas and I will be together, sitting like this. You see what I mean?
Yeah. So even came on your channel.
He came. He's been there before. So me and him are going to sit down and have another conversation. So this beef is not real. Don't take it. There's no real.
I think it's real for the guys on the ground.
Like I feel like it's.
But you take it as entertainment. The way you watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Deep down, you know, it's like the way you watch a movie. Deep down, you know, this is a lie. But you're going to sit there and disappear for the next 1 hour. 1.5 hours, you've disappeared in there trying to make believe. So that's the thing. That's what we need to understand what content is.
I had Nani. I have a question. Do you think Mungai will survive without that Trevor guy? Because I had that Trevor. That Trevor guy seems very smart. Like I watched him on Ikonini, and he was talking about you and how he was talking what we are talking about right now. He was just saying content creation and the aspects of how you should do it. So, do you think that chick can survive without this guy?
I mean, when all else fails, this chick can sell her diabs. So there are no diabs Trevor can sell. So the person who needs to work hard here is Trevor. Trevor needs to go and work. This chick can sell diabs like this.
He has no plan B.
I mean, bro, a chick can turn into a whole quick fast. So her survival is almost assured. And then, we have a very, I don't know whether that's the word, femme-centric kind of marketing environment in Kenya.
Yeah.
So women are always going to win.
Especially now.
Yeah, women are always going to win. You will struggle here with this podcast of yours. Nobody will give you any attention. Bro, it doesn't matter who you mention. They will never give you attention. But this bitch can walk into a corporate and come out with a deal. That's why I know you have to dress like women. Because if we had a strong marketing environment in Kenya where it was led by men, then you would see more viral marketing around. We would be able to compete internationally.
Yeah, I remember you're talking about how KBL now is being run by chicks.
KBL is just a matter of time before they close. I'm giving them 10 years.
Those guys have chick influencers.
I'm giving them 10 years. 10 years. Because in their head, they think women spend money. Women don't spend money. Women spend men's money. So the person you're supposed to attach alcohol to is always going to be a man. How do you have a woman, and especially a lesbian, selling what is it called, singleton? So a lesbian is sitting there. You tell me how brave that shit is. They can't get a man to sell that shit. They have to get a lesbian who dresses like a man and tell her sell singleton or whatever shit she was selling. You tell me, who's buying singleton? Because
But how
of a
come these guys
lesbian?
are willing to fail? Like, see, they can see the numbers.
Because they live in their imagination. Because they think they know what they're doing. But their numbers have been going down.
Yeah.
For the first time, I think, in a long time, EBL was posting a loss.
Yeah.
They have never. How can you post a loss when you have the monopoly? Everybody's drinking your alcohol. We're all drinking their beers. How do you post a loss? Tells us the management is a bit mbadal. So I'm telling you, I'm giving them 10 years. 10 years. Once some policies change in this government, other breweries come up. Other people like you, young and hungry, come up. 10 years. The internet, they cannot survive the age of the internet. The same way mainstream media cannot survive.
I bought Business Daily Jana because they had written about our festival. I think had 8 pages, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere there. It had 8 pages, man.
You tell me, there's a time we all used to run to go read the news. Now nobody is reading the news because anything that has been printed is old news. We want to see what's happening right now. I remember this kid, the Ogola kid. What's his name? Joel.
Which one? The one for the CDF?
No, this guy who just died. Yes, that one, yeah. That one, yeah.
The CDF son.
The son. And you were saying, oh, these stupid bloggers. And I'm looking at him.
Oh,
like,
he said
bro.
that?
Yeah, he said the bloggers are stupid because they put out his dad's death before it had gone through the right channels. I'm like, nigga.
Those
We are the right channels. Yeah? Those ones are dead. Yeah, you better put some respect on him.
On the right channel.
Joel. Is his name Joel? Put some respect on our name because this is the new way of doing things. So today, if somebody dies, you'll probably see it on social media before you are informed.
Yeah.
So
If these guys give you a good offer, would you go back?
Who?
Pay you a few meters a day to get back to radio.
It depends on how much. You're Malanga, bro.
What would be your cutoff point? A meter.
No, a meter I make a meter easily, so maybe. I mean, a meter is quite enticing if you think about it, just to go do 2-3 hours.
Because you see, you can still do your stuff on the side. Huh?
No, if I could do it from my house, I would take a meter.
So you just send in the files. And
Yes. No, I mean, nowadays you can connect live.
Take a pause. I mean, it's a technical issue.
What's up?
I think it's better if you come and clean it yourself.
Oh, one of your bitches is super.
Let me take a... Sorry for that.
Somebody else has died.
What has happened?
So
So,
what-
so
what
just
was-
press play there and then we... I think whatever we're talking about was... I don't know, man. So, Paul, man, the camera screwed us up, bro.
It's not the camera, bro.
Yeah,
It's the owner of the camera.
the owner of the camera screwed us up. That's why I hate this guy.
Yeah, you need to throw him off a balcony. Let that be a priority.
Wait, so what were you asking?
I was asking Kibe how Africa is going. Like, how's it so far? How's the process?
So I'll be very honest. Yeah, this is very painful. Oh, it's not painful, but I'll just say it how it is. You see, so my idea was when I started the Africa was to have something built by local people. So I got some students from KU and SUA and any, got a couple of guys, sat down with them and decided this is what we're building. We're building the future. Some character development, my friend. I'm still bleeding from my ass from all the money that I spent on those little motherfuckers. So what I did is I had to now go back to the drawing board and build a new platform. So that has taken me what? Another maybe 2-3 months.
So you had to go back again.
Yeah.
Like, choose all these young
Yeah. So
money,
so
suckers.
we're supposed to be launching it on the 29th. At least no, it will be ready.
A fresh launch.
Yes, a whole new thing. So I'm going to come back to everybody and tell them, okay, now I have a new baby, the Africa, so you guys jump on it. So that's where I am right now. So right now, it doesn't exist.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so it's still an idea in my head. So what I created had so many bugs, and we couldn't fix these bugs because either the expertise or just the the lack of willingness in our nature as Kenyans. I don't know what it is.
What if you take it out of the Kenyan developers and use
Like Indians. Indians are good.
Yeah, they're good.
Indians are good, yeah. Indians take their job seriously. For us, we always think of what we can get from you before we even think about what the job is.
Because someone is already asking you for money for their mother.
Yes, I mean, it's all about what are you giving me, and they are holding you ransom throughout the whole process. So I was like, I'm not going to be held ransom. Either you're here to work for yourself or you're not. So if you cannot work for yourself, you cannot work for me. Because you need to wake up in the morning, leave your house, or do whatever it is that is supposed to be done. Now, if you cannot do that for yourself, how dare you lie to me that you can do that for me? So there's a self-sabotage that happens around Kenya. You find that with designers, with editors, with these professionals.
You guys are doing the list, huh?
Self-sabotage. You will join the rest of the group of people, and you guys can be together talking about how you failed.
Yeah.
Right now, you can hear people talking about the floods, saying Sakaja has failed. Where has Sakaja failed? Nairobi was built on a swamp. Where has Sakaja failed? Sakaja doesn't. What is he supposed to do? When you complain to Sakaja, let's be honest, what is he supposed to do? Come and get the water from your hood. So we must confront reality. Even as much as you may hate Sakaja, even as corrupt as he is, or as he is allegedly. Bro, it has rained. What the fuck do you expect that nigga to do?
Cannot change it.
So, but people, you'll see them online complaining. And when they leave Nairobi, they go to another county, they're complaining about that county governor there. So that's our culture. Our culture is to complain. And then when you complain, the white man comes in, he gives you some small money, and then you go start an NGO, and I'll say, my work, this NGO will be pumping water out of the estates.
When it rains.
When it rains.
They'll come with a mega pump.
You guy.
Then they'll charge you per day.
Bro. So that's who we are. So understand that Kenya is an NGO, and everybody who's been put there is a manager. Is a manager of an NBO. I mean, NGO, sorry. That's it. So I have no feelings for anything. Wale wanadedi. Unajua kuna Tanzania minister wa Tanzania alisema hakuna mafuriko. Akaulizwa, what do you mean? Hatuna mafuriko. Because sasa maji pale imeenda, si hapo ndio natural habitat ya maji.
Habitat.
Habitat ya maji. So maji ikirudi pale kama pale inaitwaje, Green Park. You know Green Park?
Yeah, Green Park, yeah. There's Green Park and there's that 360 whatever.
Ukipata place maji iko, kujua hapo ndio maji hiyo kamkure kurest. So wewe ulioshwa. Wewe ndio kwa maji.
Si maji.
Maji iko kwako. Wewe ndio kwa maji. So do whatever you need to do and get out of that shit. Yeah. So these are the hard conversations that we need to have. And just stop blaming people kiholela just for nothing. Think beyond what you're seeing. That's it.
What do you think of the Kenyan average, the work ethic we said?
That's bullshit. We don't know what we're doing. We don't have work ethic. We're not trustworthy. We are not dependable. So we are a scourge on the face of the earth.
A curse.
Curse. We are cursed.
How are you able?
Yeah, we are like that shit that is left there when you use tissue paper. Yeah.
Don't you have to scrub?
Can't go away.
How are you able to do a show daily, maze, for a year?
Bro, I still do shows daily. Every morning I wake up, I do a show.
The space.
Yeah, the spaces. Every morning I wake up.
You wake up feeling like shit today I have to start a space.
Bro, every day I wake up and I'm like, if you don't do this, what else do you have left?
Is that what makes you now?
What else are you going to do today if you don't start with this? Who are you going to tell? Bro, like now this is work for me. When I go home, I'm going to be patting myself on the back. Hey, good show. You see what I mean? So this is my life. So I wake up and that's what I do. When I was in Stato, I used to plan for my shows. That was all I did.
What did you have any other things to do in between shows? Like you'd finish the space. I don't know what time it is to be in the States. Here it would be like 10, or 11.
in the States, what time was it? It was that.
When you're running this.
So 8 hours behind.
Yeah.
So if it has to be morning here, then I start the space at midnight.
Huh?
Yes,
Midnight.
midnight, and I run the space for 6 hours, and then I take a nap, and I wake up to do
The 10 p.m.
the 10 p.m. which is saa nane ya mchana huko. So midnight, kutoka midnight sijalala the whole night nikifanya show because it is morning in Kenya. Alafu ni take a nap ama kaa kuna kazi because at that time we were doing I was helping George with what he was doing.
Oh, you're also helping George.
Yes, yes. So George had a good hustle there.
Yeah.
So on the side I was making that cash. But my main hustle is what I do. So if there was a job, George had a job, and there's my hustle, I would do this first. Let's look for somebody else to do that. So it's very clear. It's very clear what I was doing there. I was not doing the job. I was doing this. That's why I was able to do it daily, every day. And then there's no. I didn't focus on bitches at all.
No women.
No women, bro.
Whatsoever.
I only kulana 3 times.
The entire year.
3 years.
3 years. Once a year.
Once a year.
On Christmas,
Yeah.
You can learn one chick for long.
No. 3 times.
One chick for like a year.
1 row each.
Bro, 3 rounds. I ejaculated thrice in 3 years. And one kwanza was a woman who was 40. I looked at her, I was like, man, this desperation is really horrible. Then the other one was like a fresh. I would just come from Kenya. Oh, Kibe, I mean, you're the me. I was like, but beyond that, I didn't touch a Jew. I didn't touch anybody. I had to focus on this shit that I was doing. And let me tell you, the day that I called that old woman, that 40-year-old woman, she was in my bed at 10 in the morning, and I was getting worked up because I have to prepare for my show.
Oh, you also had prep.
I mean, a show is a show. You have to prepare for it.
Yeah.
You have to get in the zone.
You need to find the topics, things to talk about.
You must get in the zone, yes, whatever it
recently
is. You must arrange the videos that you have. You must start getting in the zone. You must.
So you had no life apart from the job you're doing.
That was, bro, this thing gives me satisfaction. It gives me so much, bro. I feel like I nut every time I do a show. So if I nut in a woman, then there's no show to do. Because what motivation do I have? So there's something about this semen detention that makes a man want to do, want to focus on.
Oh, yeah, there's that too.
There's that.
Yeah.
So that really helped me because I didn't focus on women. So even when I went out, Nini, if I talked to a woman, it was just, I would keep it surface level. No numbers, no nothing. Beyond that, I'm not interested.
How come women want to hang with you 24 hours a day, but like they don't want to let you go and do your work, but they still want you to be a mega successful person?
So you have to decide.
It's crazy.
So you have to decide what you want. Because if you're going to be successful, you won't have time for women. You cannot be both. You pick one. Either you go with the bitches or you go with the success. Big math, my guy.
Get success in the bitches.
They will always come, and then you will choose. They will come themselves. Utakuwa unaingia Tinder unapata tu watu wote wameswipe right on you. Unaingia unapata 600 matches. Like shit.
Were you on the app when you were there? How's Tinder there?
So Tinder, they blocked me because I was getting too many matches.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they don't want you to be a popular guy there. I'm like, fuck it, bro. I landed in Kenya. This thing was blowing up. All your two Castros were there.
So now you're not doing. You're back now to doing the lives, right?
So I'm back to doing the lives. I got bored of waiting for Africa to take off. So I'm back to doing the lives. Yeah. So every night there's going to be a new live that I'm doing. So this week I'm in Nairobi, so maybe a bit sporadic, but I'm back to doing the lives, yes.
Okay, he's back and he said it over here on this pod.
Yeah.
So, man, I know you guys have to run, so thanks for coming through to this
Man,
pod,
thank you for inviting me. You guys are cool vibes. I appreciate the lunch, the beer.
I think you should come back again.
Yes. But next time have some chiles.
Come on.
Yeah, like have one chile hanging on that window. Have another one. Twerking is must.
Shout out to Erigo Yugi also.
Oh yeah, Eriko Yugi, thank you very much for making this happen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man, nice guy, man. So,
So
our point is like,
before we go, tell me, how is the comedy scene in the streets?
no, it's good. It's growing.
Mm.
We've been at it since 2017. So it's we did our second festival last week, and it was sold out.
Perfect.
So it's
Perfect.
we've.
I actually wanted to come for that. It's just that we didn't get a ticket in
I
time.
think your flights
Yeah.
got messed up with the flights. Huh?
Yeah.
So we've bonded now with the South African comics. Because I remember when I wanted to start doing English stand-up, international style, I went to SA. And when I went there, I saw this guy who was headlining our show last week. So I went there, I was like, shit, this thing is different from what we were doing at Churchill Show. So I went there, and then it was just surreal that same guy who I was admiring was at our show last week.
Nice.
Yeah. So they've bonded with us. They want to do this exchange program stuff. That means we are onto something. Yeah. So there are many young guys. My belief in these young guys, Kina Bashir, I feel like they're the ones who carry the comedy thing to where it's supposed to be.
They need direction though. Yeah. So they need us to tell them not to fear, because most of the time they get bullied.
Out of what?
So we must protect them. We must protect them against the evil that is out there in the streets. Because for you, it's like looking at your son. You must protect him for him to become strong. But when he's strong, he doesn't need protection. So right now, this is a very young industry. So you must protect these guys against the feminists, against all the people who want to destroy them. Because sometimes a comedian might say something that rubs people the wrong way. Does he have to get cancelled? So you must protect this industry against cancel culture. That means you must take cancel culture and fuck it in the ass.
Do you think everyone knows doing content like us guys should be on Rumble now?
I'm stalling on selling other websites because
should they be on Africa?
I really believe everybody should be on Africa. I actually do believe that is a nice way to go, because for us, it's us. So yes, Rumble and even YouTube. I don't have a heartburn against anybody, because you do what you have to do with your platform. But I think we can do more if we put it like on a platform that is ours. So I'm really pushing for Africa. And once it's ready, I'm going to come and sit you guys down and petition you to jump on that shit. And let's build, because content is content.
And guys will find it where
content is key. You tell them, go find it here, they'll find it. Yeah. Netflix came in here the other day. The other day when us guys were seeing, I used to have a movie shop up in Langata. Yeah, Netflix found us here. Oh, you remember Media Kali?
I even saw you there, Media Kali, a couple of times.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about that. Why didn't we transition that into a Kenyan Netflix? Because we don't believe in our shit.
How that Roku guy? Remember the guy who said Roku?
Yeah.
Is it doing well?
I don't. Have you heard about it?
No, not lately.
Exactly. So we have to protect our stand-up comedians. We have to protect our creatives against the attack from outside, against attack from other forces. But that's it. But thank you for inviting me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, an amazing conversation. Personally, at some point, I forgot I was an interviewer, and I just like the knowledge and everything you guys are finding. I'm like, shit. Like, I'm glad we are archiving this. Like in future, I'm glad people are gonna watch this and I get all the knowledge from.
These long form conversations are good, because then you're able to express yourself properly.
And then also, I was talking to him. We didn't want it to be an interview, man. We just wanted to talk.
Well, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, we had a good time when we were eating.
Yeah.
I mean, it just flows into this.
Yeah. So cheers, man. Thanks for coming through.
Peace.
See you guys on the next one.
Adios.
Bye-bye.